Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Calmsden Farm with me, CWATTY. As we are still working through our lovely olive harvest, my trailer is nearly full, so I'm going to have to go and unload this in a second, probably after I empty this guy once again. Then we might have to just leave this guy for a minute while we take the trailer off and deliver its goods. But I've got literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows to do. Rows to do, and here's 4. We probably ain't going to get to the end of the field then. So I definitely am going to have to go off and empty my trailer in a second. I'm going to take the olives up to the oil factory, obviously. I'm going to get them turned into olive oil, which isn't just Popeye's mate, but a good source of income. And enjoying our lovely olive harvest. Made sure I've done every row up till now. Yeah, I'm not going to make it to the end of the field. We're not going to get there. Right. That's going to be a problem. He's run out. Smack bang in the middle of the row. So I'm going to have to drive all the way to the end, empty it, and then I'm going to have to reverse. Plenty of products sat outside the dairy. So 30,000 litres of olives, that's what I've harvested so far then. That's what I've got in my trailer. Not a bad little haul. 8 rows still to go, of course. But yeah, we'll do quite nicely out of the olives, I think. Same as we did the grapes. We got quite a nice bit out of the grapes. Quite a lot in my grape factory. Making nice raisins and grape juice. It's also interesting when you go into the statistics of the save. Where's my statistics? The grapes and olives, the harvesting is measured in meters. So I harvested 21,125.4 meters of grapes, and I've currently harvested 7,297.2 meters of grapes, of olives, should I say. And that's interesting. It's not liters, it's not measured on liters, it's measured on meters. How much distance you drive. I remember my way around the map now. Just had a brain fart moment, ladies and gents. Can't remember which way I'm supposed to go. I know it was what I know I can get up past the side of one field. It's the side of field 5. You wouldn't have thought that after this much time on this map I would still occasionally forget how to get to places. But I do, because that's just how my brain works. Rather than remembering important stuff like directions to places, it remembers loads of useless information. And there's my soybeans that I need to go and get harvested. I've not replanted or reseeded any fields. They're all just as they are. Like I say, the series will be ending. Very, very soon. Oils. Right. Got plenty of product outside that dairy too. Well, let's go and check that I've got the olive factory set up for the right thing. Just going to do selling of olive oil. We're not going to muck about palletising that. Sorry, I keep yawning. A little bit tired today. Early start this morning. Didn't go to bed till 5 AM and was woke up at 7 or just after 7, so I've only had about 2 hours sleep in the last 24 hours. So yeah, a little bit tired today. That's why I'm kind of recording these episodes early, because there's going to get to a point where I'm just going to go which is a shame, because like I say, I have got plans today. There's a new game releasing today called Way of the Hunter, which I want to play and start doing a couple of little videos on for the channel. I would like to maybe record a couple more of my little Dinkum series that I'm doing. Modded Dinkum series. JCB. Seriously. Very bad turning performance on this machine. Would have been nice if it had a all-wheel drive option. All-wheel steering option, should I say, not all-wheel drive, all-wheel steering, like the little one. Because I'm pretty sure in FS19 this JCB had all-wheel steering. Or so both fast tracks had all-wheel steering in FS19. Would have been nice if this one had also had steering. Very bouncy. We need some caffeine or something soon. I wonder if we got any Monster. Because it was shopping day today. Did they get me any Monster? Or did they not get me any... Did they get me a meal deal? Did they bring me back a meal deal? Guess they didn't. By the fact that I've not had anything to eat yet today. Is there anything more satisfying than a £3 meal deal from a supermarket? When you just want, you know, you're just feeling a little bit peckish. You know, you're not quite sure what to have. Is there anything that hits the spot better than a £3 supermarket meal deal? Sandwich, snack and a drink for £3. Can't go wrong. Pack of sandwiches or a baguette. But the last couple of weeks they haven't got me one when they've been shopping. Don't know why. Nobody loves me. That's what it is. That's the reason. They don't love me anymore. They're trying to starve me to death. I'm being abused. Being abused. No, the reason being is that apparently the supermarket has not replenished when the family go shopping at like 7:30 on a Tuesday morning. The supermarket hasn't replenished the shelves and hasn't filled up the sandwiches and snacks and drinks meal deal shelf thing, aisle section. Okay. And that's why they apparently the last couple of weeks haven't got me a meal deal. And the bit I find funny about that, okay, the bit that I find is funny about that is my sister works for that supermarket that they do the shopping at, okay, and she works permanent nights. So when she goes into the supermarket on a Tuesday morning and there's no meal deals, I kind of go, oh, hang on a minute, isn't it your job? Fill the shelves up at night? You come home moaning that there's no meal deals yet. Isn't that kind of like what you're supposed to do? You know, you're the night minion. Night shift minion. I want to be on... Can't tell now. That one's harvested. That one's needs harvesting, yeah. Alright, just making sure I'm on the right road. It's very hard to tell with grapes and olives. A little bit easier on the grapes because obviously they've got the purple fruits dangling out the bottom. Which rows you've done and which ones you haven't done. Olives, at a glance from a distance in third person, not quite so easy to tell which row you've harvested, which row you haven't. And because the turning, again, turning circle radius on these machines is a little bit poor, when you turn round, you can lose your bearing as to which row you've been on. Hence why GPS is such a great mod for this, because I know I'm on row 13 at the minute, which means my next row should either be 12 or 14, depending on how it does the numbering and how it does the sequencing. What went on there? I suddenly got 80% full. Huh? Ah, it's because I finished off a row, wasn't it? Yeah, I finished off a row and then I started a new row. I wasn't completely empty at the beginning. I was like, yeah, I'm so... Uh-oh. Monitor went black there for a minute. My monitor does this every so often. A bit concerning because it's a new monitor. I've only had it since the beginning of the year, but every so often the screen just goes black. No signal. It's on. The white light's on. The LEDs are on, but nothing on the screen. It doesn't say to me no signal. It just goes black. I just get a black picture. I can hear the sound, hear the audio still in the game. I just don't get a picture. It can be really annoying when it does that. I was playing American Truck Sim last week and it kept doing it as I was driving. I tell you what, if you've ever tried driving with your eyes closed, it's only able to see black, makes driving very difficult. And I got so annoyed because I crashed. I was doing a World of Trucks contract. Because the bloody monitor went black, I ended up crashing, rolling the truck, and I had to get towed. I had to call the service company in the game to tow me to the nearest recovery place, which automatically cancels the contract. And it was I was doing the contract as part of their Montana event, cruising Montana event, and it was like the last contract it was the last contract I had to do to complete the personal part of the event. The deliver to or from 12 different cities in Montana, and it happened to be the one where I'd gone from the city on the west coast of Montana, as far west as you can get in Montana, to the city furthest east in Montana. So I was going the full length across the state, and I was only about 200 miles from my destination when the bloody monitor crapped out on me. I think it's heat related. I think when obviously it gets very hot here in this room, I think the monitor, when it gets to a certain temperature, it cuts out for a second or two. It's weird. And obviously at the minute it's like really hot in the UK as I'm recording this. We're having our little heat wave again, another second heat wave of the summer. We now have officially drought. The government's officially declared it a drought now across the country. And we are on like amber alert. Amber weather alert because of the heat. People are having to be careful, and there was even talk in the news the other day about schools only opening 3 days a week because of the temperature or something. I was like, really? It being hot affects children going to school. Surely that's the time you want kids at school. Taking advantage of the nice weather, get them out. Doing some sports and some activity, doing lots of PE, playing lots of football. Or obviously the normal British weather comes along and they're confined to the classroom. I'll turn the wrong way. That row's harvested, ladies and gents. I need to do... Yeah, I have. I've turned the wrong way. I forgot which direction I'm harvesting in. I forgot which direction I'm going in. I need to come onto that row there. 4 more rows to do after this one. And then our olives will be finished. I will then be keen to see if this doesn't actually need, this can be mulched. Pretty sure in the past when I've tried mulching olive fields, it doesn't have any effect on the grass on the olive fields, but we'll try it. Does need to be ploughed though. We can get one of the little Antonio Carrero jobbies doing that, possibly. I might just have a little bit of a look at that in a second, actually. I can finish this bit off. I can finish off the olive harvesting off camera, can't I? It's not terribly important now. You've seen me doing it, is the main thing. Yeah, 4 rows to go. Pick up our little mulcher. And give it a go. Does it? Doesn't look to have any effect on that, actually. But, you know what? I've got nothing better to do. Oh, he's decided he's going to do the endpoint there. Okay. That's less helpful then. Less helpful of the mulcher. I think he's starting down here then, isn't he? Might have a look at that. Surely I can get him to start. That's better. Yeah. Much better. We'll let him do the mulching. It doesn't affect the grass on olives. We only need to plough the grass on olives. But hey, it's something. Three rows to go. The great olive harvest of Calmsden Farm will be completed. End of another row. It's row 16, so next row must be 17. Yes, very useful for that. Yeah, no mulching is taking place. It would seem. That little tractor. Barely see it. Let's get a screenshot for the thumbnail. That was a bad one. That was a bad one. That's a better one. The flipping olive trees kept getting in the way. Two rows to go. Bouncing around, rocking, rolling, riding. row completed. Row 17 done. Pit stop. 18. There we go. Be nice to get the olives done before the afternoon begins, wouldn't it? Because then I could spend the afternoon making a start on the soybean harvest. Could be our final crop to harvest. Quickly unload him. %, full in the trailer. So not done too bad. From our grapes and olives experience. Here we go then, final row everybody. Full steam ahead at 8 kilometers an hour. You could walk faster than this harvester. There we go. On harvest done, ladies and gents. That's our olives. How did we do in the grand scheme of things? Let's look at the statistics. Olives harvested 11,414 meters. Or in terms of real world money, that is 53,190 litres. 53,190 litres of olives we got in that one harvest. Not bad. I wish I'd made them as long as the grapes though. That's the only thing. If I could do it all again differently, I would have made the olive vines the same length as the grapes. We would have filled the harvester on every row then. There's our grape juice and our raisins, look. Nice. Very, very nice. Right then, I will take those olives and get them put into the oil factory. When we come back, ladies and gents, for the next episode in the series, we will be doing the final harvest of this save. We will start the soybean harvest, ladies and gents, and hopefully it won't take us too long to get that done. Then we'll be finished, because Calmsden is now a very productive, very profitable farm. There's not really a lot else I can do. I mean, I could keep buying fields and buying equipment to work those fields, but we've pretty much established a good constant stream of income. You know, we're turning a profit, massive profit every year. The fact that I'm having less to spend now because I don't really have to outlay for any equipment means that year on year now we will just be turning a profit. And once we've reached that stage, my work is kind of done. You know, I come in, take over a farm and turn it into a very, very lucrative business. And at that point, time to move on to a new project. So yeah, once the soybean's done, I'll be looking at moving on to a new project. So thank you, ladies and gents, for watching this video. Really hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you all again in the next video very, very soon. But for now, from me, CWATTY, take care of yourselves, ladies and gents. Stay safe. Cheerio.